Hello Year 9. So in our third lesson on using congruence, we're going to build on what we did last lesson, using proving that two triangles are congruent and then using that to prove other things. So once we know that two triangles are congruent, we know that all matching sides are equal and all matching angles are equal. So let's have a look at this example. So remember, a chord of a circle is a line that joins 2 points on the circumference. So AB is a chord and CB is a chord. We're given that they're equal. We can see they've both got 2 lines on there. The centre of the circle is O. First, I need to prove that these 2 triangles are congruent. So I can say that AB is equal to CB because I'm given that information. I can say that OB is equal to OB because it is a common side to both triangles. I can say that OA is equal to OC because they're in a circle, and so they're both radii. Now I know that the radius of a circle always stays the same. Radii, I didn't mention this to you before, so radii is the plural of radius, like cacti is the plural of cactus. This one just looks a bit stranger because you have 2 eyes next to each other. So now I've got 3 sides that are all equal, so I can say my statement. Triangle AOB is congruent to, now let's just double check that the letters are in the right order. So point A joins the centre of the circle, is where the radius and the line with the 2 lines on meet. Now that's actually a bit confusing because this line OB is also a radius. However, in this case it's not actually going to matter because all of these 3 lines are radii. As long as my O goes in the right place and my B goes in the right place, then the A and the C will fall into the correct place. So AOB is congruent to COB. Remember, you need to give your reason, side, side, side. So I'm asked now to prove that AOB, that's this angle here, is equal to COB, that's this angle here. Well, that's the angle opposite the side with the 2 lines on that we were given. So for part B, I can just say that angle AOB is equal to angle COB because they are matching angles in congruent triangles. If I hadn't have written the 4 lines before, I wouldn't be able just to write this statement. It's the proving that the 2 triangles are congruent that helps me prove that these 2 things are equal. Pause the video now while you have a go at questions 7 and 8. You might remember from before, there's some strange degree symbols in certain places. I've tried in this presentation to cover them up with the letter that they're supposed to be. But if you find that in your textbook, you do need to be finding the angles that have degree symbols in. Okay, so we can use congruence to prove that 2 alternate angles or 2 corresponding angles are equal, and that allows us to prove that 2 lines are parallel. We had a look at this last lesson as well. In fact, this diagram is quite similar to one that we have looked at before too. So first we need to prove that triangle AMP equals triangle BMQ. So let's start. Well, we're given that this side is equal to this side. We're also given that this side is equal to this side. Now, this angle here is equal to this angle here because they're vertically opposite. And so, triangle AMP is congruent to triangle. Let's check they line up. So to move from A to M is along the line with two dashes. So we're going to go B to M, and then we've got Q left over. And this time it's side, angle, side. So then I need to prove that AP is parallel to BQ. Because I have two congruent triangles, this angle is equal to this angle. Also, this angle is equal to this one. Now I don't need all of this information, just one of them's fine. So let's have a look at the angle at P and the angle at Q. So the angle APM is equal, actually I might do this over here where there's a bit more space. The angle APM is equal to the angle BQM because they are matching. And so AP is parallel to QB because there are equal alternate angles. PQ is my transversal. This angle here is on the alternate side to this angle here. They're both within the lines that we're wondering if they're parallel. Okay, so now I'd like you to work through question 9. And then if you have time, you would like to challenge yourself, work through questions 10 to 16. Make sure you're marking your work and ask your teacher if you have any questions. Thank you.